So, Biden has stepped down. Kamala has stepped up. What's going on with Trump and her? Let's look into this, folks. Hi, everyone. Hi, how are you doing? It's me, Dee Sparta. Welcome to my channel. Hey, we're going to be talking about changes going on here in the U.S. and the political war. I'm going to call it a war. The elections. It is insane what's happened. A few weeks ago, I had done a video talking about what's going on with Trump and Biden. And the video was originally going to be about a BTS, a K-pop thing, but I just broke down and shared a lot of this stuff I'm dealing with and the stress and depression and despair I was feeling. And I have to say the energy is definitely changing more into positive and more hope again. That has to do with things happening here at my home, but also what's going on with politics. First, I said I wasn't going to cover with Trump getting shot and what was the shooter's intent, and it's coming more out. This wasn't politically motivated of which party, even though apparently he was known to be very, very conservative. Family would have the Trump flags in front of their homes, things of that nature. But you find out he's just looking for a political figure who was going to be around, who would be coming close enough to him that he could go and shoot. School said, hey, the guy was always a bad shot. So we have all this happening, and it was shocking that it got to that point, and a man's life was taken and 2 others were critically injured. Just blown away. I did a short on my shocking story about my feelings of the situation, and being an ex-evangelical, I was really into that Left Behind series. It was a big thing. And it was scary reading it. And then when you see something like from the book happen in front of your eyes, it's a little bit, yeah. But then Biden gets COVID. And I was like, oh, this is not good. Why is he? And I turned to my wife. I remember saying, he's going to have to step down, I bet, because this is. And guess what? He stepped down. And Kamala Harris has now stepped up to run for president on the Democrat ticket. This has changed the game, folks. We are dealing with a young Black American woman who is tough as nails. And, gotta say, Gen X, she's coming out representing. She's representing as well, I will say. And it's exciting. It's changed because Trump, he hasn't focused on policy. He doesn't focus on policy. And so this whole time, he's been focusing on Biden and trying to say his health is deteriorating. He shouldn't be running. Blah, 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 blah. He can't even walk on his own. And now he's the oldest person to have ever run for president. He can't say Biden is anymore. It's now him. He's the old man. And I think Kamala stepping up has encouraged Gen Z and millennials and Gen X, like, whoa, we have a chance here. Now, we do outnumber boomers finally. Gen X did not outnumber the boomers. There were fewer of us than them because their parents were the ones who popped out a bunch of kids. That's why there's so many boomers. And the baby boomers were focusing more on career and money. If you don't remember about the yuppie thing, but they were not having the large families. They didn't need to have large families. A lot of times families were working on the family farm, and that's why you'd have kids. Your children would help, and things changed. The world changed, and women were in working now, and so they weren't just sitting at home being a baby machine. You know what I'm saying? It changed. They changed things, but they didn't have as many kids. So Gen X has kind of been stuck and oppressed. We're kind of like Prince, or now King Phil, because the Queen wouldn't let go, of her throne. That whole, So this is it's felt like this. And now there's millennials and Gen Z, and we're all getting, it's like, we're a bigger group. And I think Kamala Harris has ignited a fire and of excitement of change. And for me, this is exciting. I have shared briefly before with you guys how the day that the election day where Barack Obama was declared the winner of the election and he gave his speech, I remember watching the speech and I just stood there because I freaked out because I had a vision and it was showing me what was going to happen because we now have a black man as president. This was historic. This was breaking a lot of the old white men being in charge. Okay. He came in and he made a bunch of changes, but what I saw was this pissed off a group of people here in America. And they were so disgusted and so angry, and it was just bubbling over. Just simmering. It was just getting ready to burst. And I saw that after Barack Obama's tenure as president, the 8 years, I kind of had a feeling he was going to make it the 8 years because I was seeing a lot of changes and minorities rights and LGBTQ rights and things coming, more equality coming. And I saw that how this was really pissing off people. The white supremacists, the white nationalists. And I saw that there was going to be a man that was going to rise up that no one would expect to be president, and he was going to be tyrannical. He was going to want to undo everything that Barack Obama had done, and basically it was the people who were mad about having a black man as president were going to come out, and it was going to be violence. We were going to see a lot of chaos, and I was scared when I had this vision, and it happened. I'm really hoping now the tides are turning and people are going to see how bad it could get if we continue down this road. So yeah, I'm excited to try and do this reading. I know I just rambled on, but there were things I felt I kind of needed, I wanted to share with y'all, what I had seen happening and just seeing how things played out. And now we're going to see, what is Trump, is he getting has he figured out a new game plan, or what's going on? So let's get into that. All right, everybody, here we are. Thank you for joining me for this part of the reading. Kind of getting into Trump's headspace right now. We're going to kind of focusing on him. All right, let's go. Yeah. The Queen of Swords reversed. Ooh. Balance of the scales, justice. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords, when she's reversed, she's just really critical, sharp tongue, um, just and is cold hearted and bitter. And what I'm seeing here is he's gonna play on the fears and try and say she is cold hearted, that she is that stereotypical black angry woman. Unfortunately, I am seeing that is one of the things he wants to go this route, but people are trying to say that may be a bit too far, and trying to be like, we can't go that way, just go that far into the situation. Um, is Trump going to listen? That's a whole other story here, because this is being insecure. This is being emotionally immature. Um, is gonna the scales are going crazy because he wants to paint this one image, but he is emotionally stunted. Um, Kamala has the working as a procrastinator, as in the prosecution. That is stepping out here. He's afraid because she does not fear people like him at all. Um, she would get up in his face and just be like, "Come at me," and he knows it. Her career, she knows the slime balls. She recognizes Trump as who he is and people that she has put away, and it's like, "Come at me, come at me." You're nothing, and that's scaring him a whole lot. But he's and so he yeah he's yeah. Kamala's energy is, I finally get to just come out. I'm just seeing this. It's like I have been holding back things, and I have been, because Biden was running. I was focusing on the is one issue, but there's been so much I've wanted to say and do, and now I can, and people are listening. She is wanted this. She is not afraid. There's this eagerness. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. She's like action and fierce. The Queen of Wands is a fierce bitch. She embodies that Aries energy. There's courage, there's determination and passion, and they're independent, and they have this confidence, and that confidence is not built on um on just on lies and fraud, but the confidence is, there's a strong foundation of, you see what she has done and she keeps doing, and she gonna just, she's feisty. That's that. When I hear Aries energy, fire energy is always this feisty and passionate, and I just absolutely love it. And I see this in her. So yeah, she's a feisty, and Trump is used to be talking down and intimidating women. And you almost see, and like I'm looking back with Hillary, she did hold back some. She was a little afraid to step out and say something because she didn't want to look like that emotional woman that people don't like, it stereotype. And so she held back and a little bit, and he took advantage of that. The way he walked around when they were doing the town hall debate with Hillary and him, and he was kind of hovering over her, Kamala would have turned around and said, back off. Hillary didn't. She just tried to kind of move away. And that is this whole mentality that you see with women, how we are so conditioned when we're intimidated by a man because we back up. This is that whole thing of, would you rather be with a bear or a man in the woods? And the women are like, a bear, please. Thank you. Because there's this oppression that has been in where women, if we speak up or we say something, if we smile, oh, you're flirting. No, you're not flirting. Why are you doing this? And what's this? And why won't you date me? And you think you're too good. And it's horrible. The misogyny that you have with Trump. But Kamala is a different energy and from a different generation. And she's just like, fuck you all. Is what I see pretty much. This is scaring Trump. Let's see here what cards. Come on. Oop. Okay. So, this is the King Pentacles reversed. We know greedy jerk. Someone who's manipulative and greedy and controlling. This is Trump. And he's what you see the balance here. You got empowered woman Kamala, who's a force to reckon with. The scales here in the middle, and here's Trump. It's not looking. It's like there yin yang we're seeing happening. And then we got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is the willpower. It's optimism. This is the excitement that people are feeling being able to back Kamala. It's okay. We don't have, people. Not everyone was excited about Biden in the Democrat ticket. And when we were seeing him slipping and Trump just trying to get at him because he's old, even though, Trump's just a few years younger, but there was like, why do we have to have another white boomer? Because we're no longer, it used to be a choosing of the less bad. That's the Two of Pentacles. It's a decision, and it's taking side. That's what we were dealing with, and now it's like, oh, we have fresh life, fresh energy, someone whom we know where she stands. It has really just energized everything. Okay, so this is the Six of Swords running. This is all the swords here. This was all their ideas, the GOP, Trump, how they were going to handle things, and he's having to just run away, try and sneak off, and this is a fleeing man. He doesn't want to let go of. He's had his little speech topics and little digs and things that he would do, and it's not going to work anymore. And he doesn't want to let go of that. He doesn't want to let go because he doesn't have any other idea. Okay? He doesn't want to let go of it. He is not happy with how people are embracing Kamala. Okay. And here's the Queen of Cups. I'm seeing someone as a vice president that she wants to choose, whom is more of a softer side of Kamala. Someone whom is more empathic, and it's gonna balance it out. This is the Knight of Swords. Trump is running around recklessly, and so is his VP. It's a reckless mess. They're making bad decisions. They're struggling to come up with the right plan. And I'm excited to see who Kamala is going to choose as VP, because I'm seeing someone that's going to be more of a healing. And I see Kamala bringing that healing to our nation also. There's been so much brokenness and so much hurt, and I'm trying not to cry because I'm feeling the heaviness of everybody, and it is so hard. And it's this wall. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm in the fields, and I don't. It's like this. Everybody. I'm just. And this release of, oh my God, is there hope now? Do we have that hope? And I'm like, I don't have waterproof mascara. I don't want to cry here, folks. But I got hit with a wave of emotion there. That just, whoo! That energy is going to be pushing her to the wind. And Trump is terrified. So he still doesn't have a plan. This blindsided him. They kept saying, oh, Trump was trying to say Biden shouldn't be running for president. Why is he running for president? And then he steps down. He's like, okay, I shouldn't be running, right? Trump didn't see that coming. He thought Biden was going to push, and he could use that against him. So totally blindsided. And yeah, there's panic. Okay, so that's that reading. Yeah, there's hope. I'm seeing hope now. Before, it was so it felt like there was still a wall, and wasn't in holding on to the past, and the Democratic Party needed to push that boundary forward and not hold on to the past anymore, break free, and that's what we're doing. And that's what's so exciting right now, this energy. All right, I have things to do today. I love you all. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will see you around.